An ordinary day on Whitmore Road, a nice and quiet street in Harrow. This is one of the richer neighborhoods in London. However, something very peculiar has happened here the past few years.
The situation was that she has been trafficked from Tanzania by this lady who took her in her house, and from there on decided that she couldn't leave the house anymore, didn't pay her, just basically locked her up and let her work for 18-hour work days. In horrible circumstances. It's crazy. Apparently she had a little bell and just ordered her around. I don't know, it must have been a horrible situation. The woman couldn't sleep in a bed or anything, just on a little mattress somewhere in the corner in the kitchen. She couldn't see her daughter being married, she couldn't go to the funeral of her parents because she wasn't allowed to have any contact with her family back in Tanzania. So it's just a horrible case.
This is an example of human trafficking. But what is human trafficking exactly?
What is it? It's trafficking people, I guess, around the world. It's like illegal movement of people around the world.
Stop the Traffic looks at women, men and children that are being trafficked. And apart from that, we don't only look at sexual exploitation, that is the part of human trafficking that most people know. But apart from that, there are so many other forms like forced street crime, for example, forced labor, people working in the vegetable fields, picking up spring onions, stuff like that. Then we have, let me think, all sorts of things. Forced marriage can be seen as part of human trafficking as well. Organ theft, for example. So, domestic servitude is a really big issue actually in the UK as well. But there's so many forms.
Do you think it's a big problem in the UK?
Yeah.
Or London?
Yeah. I used to be in shipping, and I've been involved seeing dead people turned out of shipping containers.
Okay.
Who have they've been sold this type of thing from Eastern Europe. They were put in containers in Portugal, and they arrived in North America dead.
Stop the Traffic is an international organization that tries to fight human trafficking. It offers more clarity on the subject.
Stop the Traffic is a global movement the headquarters are based in London. What we do is that we campaign against human trafficking in the broader sense of the word, and we have about 7 campaigns at the moment in the UK and worldwide. For example, we have a chocolate campaign in the Ivory Coast. A lot of people that work on the chocolate farms are slaves now. Slaves from nowadays, and the only way that we can do something about it over here, both in the Netherlands and in the UK, is by not buying chocolate that is not fair trade. I mean, that is something that you can do as an individual, but if everybody does that, then that will have such a massive impact.
Is there awareness about human trafficking in the UK? And what can be done to fight it?
I think it's a sensationalised issue, so the media, it's interesting because it's one of the few issues where the Daily Mail, the Daily Star sort of writes sympathetically about migrants. It's an issue where I think it has a lot of politics behind it as well. It's not just an issue about the people with their experiences, it's about certain anti-prostitution prone, anti-this interest groups get really involved in it, and not necessarily always thinking about what's best for the person who's experienced that, thinking about their agenda of what they're pushing.
I mean, in the end of the day, human traffickers, the whole human trafficking issue starts within a community. I mean, the people find each other within the community, and that's also where you can, where it starts, but also where you can stop it. So we need to fight the traffickers with their own means in some sort of way. They find each other, but we can find each other as well and create a network against them.
Human trafficking is a very complicated issue. Luckily, on Whitmore Road, the offender is prosecuted and the victim is released. Peace can return to Harrow.
didn't know it was this street, but
Okay,
I read
but you
about
heard
it in the
about the
local
story.
newspaper. Yeah.
What did you think when you read it?
It was appalling. It was awful.
It's crazy,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. When I saw it was Harrow, I didn't actually realise it'd be this area of Harrow.